When I first found out I was going to become a grandpa, I was really excited. I was looking forward to holding the little guy till he pooped or peed, and I'd take him over to Mom and say, "He stinks, you change him." I was looking forward to roughhousing with him. If he started to cry, I'd just give him back to Dad and say, "Hey, can you get him to shut up?" Most of all, I was looking forward to winding him up like a top and then sending him home spinning out of control. Fellow Toastmasters, honored guests, and esteemed dignitaries, in short, I was looking forward to having all of the fun and none of the responsibility. But then my wife read me this poem by Ogden Nash, and part of it goes like this. Everybody would love to have a baby around who has no responsibility and lots of fun, but I can think of no one but a mooncalf or a gaby that would trust their own child to raise a baby. So you have to personally superintend your grandchild from diapers to pants and bottle to spoon, because you know your own child doesn't have sense enough to come in out of a typhoon. Well, I thought about that, and I realized that was true. My grandparents didn't help my parents raise us kids, and they sure turned out a pack of imbeciles. Well, other than me, of course. And our parents didn't help my wife and I raise our kids, and I doubt that among the 5 of them you could find an ounce of brains. No, it was going to fall on me to shoulder all the responsibility of caring for this little tyke. And the weight of the world just descended upon me, and I began to stoop and stagger from all that weight. And then another thing occurred to me. Grandpas are old. I knew this from experience because my grandpa was old. How did I know that? Well, he was bald. And in those days, young men didn't shave their heads to make themselves bald on purpose. My grandpa played old man games, like horseshoes. And he wore suspenders, and he smoked a pipe. He was old. Well, about that time, the sun went behind the clouds and the skies turned gray. And then I looked over at my wife, and I realized that, well, just yesterday I was married to a sweet young thing. Pretty soon I was going to be married to a grandma. Well, I said as much to her, and she pulled out that poem again. And she read this passage. It says, "If you wish to reach the end of the trail with an uncut throat, don't go around saying, quote, 'I don't mind being a grandpa, but I hate being married to a grandma,' unquote." Well, with that dire warning, the birds stopped singing and the world became a dank and dismal place. Well, the day finally came and we trudged off to the hospital to meet the mom and my new life's burden. I suppose he was a cute enough baby, but to me, he looked like a ball at the end of a chain. Well, my daughter handed the baby to me. She says, "Look, Daddy, it's a boy. We're going to name him after you." Well, I looked at her. I looked down at him. I looked at her, and I thought to myself, she's a pretty smart cookie. Maybe she can handle this by herself after all. And the weight of the world lifted off my shoulders, and I could stand upright again. And looking down at this little guy, I realized that you're only as old as you feel. And right about then, I felt like a newborn myself. And the clouds went away, and the sky turned blue again. And then I looked at my wife and realized that she may be a grandma, but she's still a sweet young thing. And the birds started singing, "The world was a beautiful place" once again. So I look forward now, again, to taking my child out and plying him with candy and soda pop, and then sending him home where he can bounce off the walls. I'm looking forward to sitting in my easy chair in the peace and quiet, thinking about how he's driving his parents crazy by beating on that drum set I bought for his birthday. And when he hits his first home run, I'm going to hold that little guy up with pride and say, "Look, this is my namesake. Come on over here, everybody, and meet old Geezer." Have Toastmasters.